Good morning, Standard 12th. Welcome to yet another class of macroeconomics, and today we'll deal with commercial banks and its function in creation of money. So last class we had already done money supply. But before starting up commercial bank, let me tell you that banks, what are banks? So banks are institutions where public deposits money. That means the bank, they accept deposit from the public and in turn they lend this money to firms or institutions. So what is a bank? A bank is an institution which accepts deposits from the public and then gives this deposit to the firms. When you deposit money in the bank, you are given a certain amount of interest, say 3%. But when the bank gives money to the firms, they take up an interest of about, say, 12%. So the difference between interest given and interest charged, that is 9%, is the profit of the bank, and it is known as spread. So any bank which accepts deposit from the public and lends it to the firms with the motive of earning profit is known as a commercial bank. Is this clear? What a commercial bank is? Now, what is the hierarchy of banks? So, at the topmost level, you have the central bank. And below it, you have other banks like your commercial bank, like your specialized banks, like your cooperative banks. So all these banks or all the financial institutions are carried on under the central bank. So central bank acts as the father figure and commercial banks acts as the son. Now with the deposit, with the deposit that the public has given in the bank, if the bank has getting this much of deposits, it cannot lend the entire amount. It can lend only a part of it. It can lend. The rest it has to keep. The rest of the deposit it has to keep as reserves. The rest amount it has to keep as reserves, and these reserves are known as legal reserve ratio. And this ratio is determined by the father figure, that is the central bank. Out of this legal reserve ratio, one part the bank has to keep with itself. And the money or the deposits which it keeps with itself is known as statutory liquidity ratio, that is SLR. So the portion of deposits that the bank has to keep with itself is known as statutory liquidity ratio. And why it has to keep these reserves is because if the public comes asking for money, they can give them back. So bank keeps a part of this legal reserve ratio as it's with itself as SLR, that is statutory liquidity ratio, and part of this legal reserve it keeps with the central bank, and part of this legal reserve it keeps with the central bank, and this is known as cash reserve ratio. It is known as cash reserve ratio, that is CRR. Okay. So let me repeat it again. Whatever money the public deposits with the bank cannot lend the whole amount. It can lend only a part of it. The rest part of the deposit it has to keep as legal reserves, and the portion it keeps, that is a part it keeps, is known as legal reserve ratio. Out of this legal reserve ratio, it has to keep some part with itself, and that is known as statutory liquidity ratio, and some part it has to keep with the central bank, that is known as cash reserve ratio. So this is all about the commercial banks. Okay, you can see the definition of commercial banks from here. You can see the definition of commercial banks from here. It is an institution which performs the function of accepting deposits, granting loans, and making investment with the aim of earning profit. So this was all about the commercial bank. Now, another important topic that you have to study here is money creation or credit creation. Money creation or credit creation by commercial banks. Okay. For this you have to remember two assumptions. The first assumption is that the entire banking system is one unit and is termed as a bank. That means all commercial banks are together treated as one unit and it is known as a bank. And then all receipts and payments are routed through the bank. That means whatever is going out and whatever is coming in will be done only through the banks. Okay. Now what is the process? So let initial deposit equal to 1000 and LRR as fixed by commercial bank by the central bank be 20%. So what will happen, or how the money creation process will go on? First here you are going to write initial deposit, then you are going to write LRR and then the loan. Okay. Suppose initial deposit is like we've treated as 1000. This is the first round. Okay. So 1000 LRR is 20%, that is 20% of 1000, that is equal to 200. So now the loan that can be given is only of 800. Okay. Suppose this loan is given to a person A. It will not be given to him in cash. An account in the bank will open, and that 800 will be deposited in that. So again, this 800 comes back to the bank. Now out of 800, again 20% has to be kept. So 800, 20% of 800, I think it is 160. So out of 160, out of 800, 160 has to be kept. So loan payment will be only of 640. This 640, if given to B, will not be given in cash. Again his account will be opened. So this 640 again comes back here in round 3. So out of 640, again 20% has to be kept, and the rest amount will be given as loan. This process will continue. This process will continue. Till when it will continue? It will continue till total deposits become equal to initial deposit into 1 by LRR, that is 1000 into 1 by 20%, that is equal to 1000 into 100 by 20, that is equal to 5000. Okay, so this process will continue till these initial deposits total up to 5000. So 5000, 20% of 5000, again 1000, and so the rest 4000 has to be given as loan. So this process will continue. Okay. Now once again I am explaining it. 1 2 का 4, 4 2 का 1. This goes on with commercial bank. 1 को 4 बना देता है. कैसे बना देता है? बाय द प्रोसेस नोन एज मनी क्रिएशन. अगर इनिशियल डिपॉजिट 1000 का है, LRR 20% है, तो ये इनिशियल डिपॉजिट बैंक में जमा हुआ 1000 का, इसका 20% आपने रखा एज रिजर्व, और बाकी बचा 800 आपने लोन दे दिया. लोन कैश में नहीं देंगे, उसके अकाउंट में डालेंगे. तो इनफैक्ट ये 800 वापस कहाँ आ गया? बैंक में, राउंड 2 में. अब इस 800 का फिर 20% बैंक रख लेगा एज रिजर्व, यानी 800 का 20% 160 रख लिया. बाकी बचा कितना? 640. ये लोन दे दिया. ये 640 वापस कहाँ आ जाएगा? बैंक में आ जाएगा, क्योंकि जिसको भी दिया, लोन दिया, वो वापस अकाउंट उसको बैंक में खोलना था. तो ये 640 वापस आ गया. ये सर्कल चलता जाएगा. कब तक चलता जाएगा? जब तक कि ये टोटल डिपॉजिट्स किसके बराबर ना हो जाए? इनिशियल डिपॉजिट इंटू 1 बाय LRR, यानी 1000 इंटू 1 बाय 20%, दैट इज 1000 इंटू 100 बाय 20, कैंसिल होगा 5000. सो जब तक ये टोटल डिपॉजिट मेरे 5000 ना हो जाए, और 5000 का 20% 1000 LRR हो जाएगा, यानी फाइनली लोन कितना दिया? 4000 का. यानी जो मेरा इनिशियल डिपॉजिट है बैंक में 1000 का, वो बैंक ने अपने मनी क्रिएशन से कितना बना दिया? 5000. सो दिस इज द प्रोसेस ऑफ मनी क्रिएशन. ये टर्म्स हैं, इसको अच्छे से पढ़ लेंगे. मनी क्रिएशन और क्रेडिट कंट्रोल, अजम्पशंस, मनी मल्टीप्लायर. उसके बाद ये पूरा प्रोसेस आपको लिखना पड़ता है. विथ टेबल. प्रोसेस में कैसे लिखेंगे? सपोज इनिशियल डिपॉजिट इतना है, LRR इतना है, तो बैंक लोन कितना दे सकता है? सिर्फ 100. ये 800 राउंड 2 में वापस कहाँ गया? बैंक में. इसमें फिर LRR 160 हो गया, 20% ऑफ 800 160 हो गया. कितना दिया? 640. अब वापस ये कब तक कंटिन्यू करेगा? टिल टोटल डिपॉजिट्स बिकम इक्वल टू इनिशियल डिपॉजिट इनटू 1/LRR. सो यू हैव टू राइट डाउन द होल प्रोसेस. अगर आपको समझ में आ गया है तो एक लाइक एंड सब्सक्राइब करें और जो भी क्वेरीज हों वो मुझे मेल कर दें. थैंक यू. हैव अ नाइस डे. मीट यू इन द नेक्स्ट क्लास.